Who doesn't like to see a close-up of me cutting vegetables? Mushrooms, I don't know why I've always loved them so much. You guys love mushrooms? I'll tell you, I don't know. So they become a staple for almost every dish I make. I mean, you can't mess them up. You can't, wow. Yeah, I have. Too much salt. I say it all the time. I don't know why people don't preach it more often. I don't know why people don't preach more often and say, the only way to mess up any dinner is too much salt. I'm telling you right now. I've messed up quite a few dinners before I learned that you gotta say no to salt. Onion. Onion you can mess up real easy by overcooking. I mean real easy. Let's see what we got here. Or making too much of it and it'll take over your dinner. You overcook it and it gets slimy. That'll mess it up. I mean, some people could like slimy onions, but not me. Can you mess up cutting them? I don't know. I'm sure you could. I just like them big and chunky and crunchy. You know, just like that. Then I completely forgot I was supposed to be trying to do a all-in-one video where I don't have to edit. Those are the easiest, you know, 20 minutes. Talk to you guys about life. I went fishing today. Sure did. Freezing cold water. If you look at the video before this, freezing cold. I had fun. I was with a buddy of mine, Nick. I'm not going to say it wasn't fun. I had a good time. But I will also say that it was freezing cold. I tried doing that real quick. Keep it all together. Nobody watches my video. Not enough people watch for me to spend any time tonight editing. God, I could just snap, you guys, sometimes. Like, nothing ever goes my way. I'm going to end up having to spend... Oh, I'm so angry, you guys. Like, these stupid clips. We're in 2026. You spend all this money. You got to screw these cameras together. Use magnets and stuff. It's ridiculous, you guys. Look at it. Sick. Kick that down to 4. I always make a mess. It don't fucking matter. I don't even know why I try. You guys, and then I watch these videos, you guys, that are getting like the most ridiculous amount of views this week. It's all these old people that are like, I'd say 60, late 50s or 60. And no, I'm not that old, you guys. And, man, I'll tell you, the chicken gets worse and worse and worse every year. Whatever, I don't even care. If she dies, then I guess we'll know I'm in trouble and I should get to the hospital. No, dogs ain't gonna die. They can eat almost anything. I wouldn't be surprised if their bodies... I've never fed my dog rancid food, but she's never been sick on anything I fed her raw in 8 years. I think that for canines anyway, German Shepherds, I don't think there is I shouldn't say that because there probably are a lot of, maybe there are some German Shepherds that have stomach issues. I don't know, because I know some of them have back issues and spine issues and stuff like that. And then they tell me it's from overbreeding, which I believe that, I guess, because I haven't had any of those issues with her. I don't know. I really don't know. I can only speak for what I know from my GSD, German Shepherd dog. She's shedding right now. Look at her coat. See it all coming off? Horrible. Oh, look at that, you guys. Look at it. I knew eventually I'd do it, you guys. I'd start the cutting board on fire. Not paying attention. I was like, what's that smell? Whatever. I don't even care anymore. Anyway, the topic I was going into is, look at what I've done to my stove, you guys. I'm better off turning it on high and trying to cook it off now, huh? Or what? Well, I guess it could have been worse. Man, you guys, am I mental? Whatever, I'll cut the chicken when it's cooking. I don't even care anymore. This is how my day is gone, you guys. Like I told you, I went, yeah, burn it off. That's the best plan of course of action here. Burn her off. Breathe it in. Unreal. That's how my day's gone. My waders for fishing were now I got like a headache going from this plastic smoke. My waders for fishing were look at it. Come off. Oh, you guys. It won't come off. There's like a little layer of plastic there. It just won't come off. Ooh, is it hot? Well, eventually it'll cook off. And that's why everything I got is cheap, you guys. Right there. Last night, and then last night, heard a big noise. My whole freezer was full of ice from, I will throw that right away. Man, I just my whole freezer was full of ice. There's a switch called, you have to take the whole, if your freezer ever gets full of ice, there's a switch called, yeah, I know a switch. There's a switch called thermostat for the freezer. It's called a thaw thermostat. There's actually a burner inside your freezer, you guys. No, I'm not just saying this to be funny. And what it does is keeps your freezer from icing up. And they design these thermostats to go out. And when they do, the freezer and fridge will still work, potentially. Just not well. You guys, this gives a fuck, man. Dude, whatever. I come up with these ideas to have a fun video and they just go to shit in. What a joke. That's all it did. It went straight to shit, you guys. Like, in my head, I was like, had all these fun ideas to tell you guys and stuff. And I was thinking about them and how I was going to relay the message, you know, and try to be funny and, like, come up with, like, cool topics. And then everything just went to shit. Like, this is how real life works. Like, it just went to shit, you guys. I've started the fucking cutting board on fire. Almost on fire. I melted the whole thing. I've completely melted it. That goes in the garbage. I've just fucking sucks, you guys. Now I got a layer of fucking plastic that'll never come off, ever. You see me, I just had it on high. That'll never come off. That's just how it went today. Not that it matters, but I keep thinking, like, the more I do this, the better I'm gonna get at it or something. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I keep thinking that, you guys. Like, oh, all of a sudden it's all gonna come together. I'm gonna be better at cooking. I'm gonna be better at talking. It's just gotten worse. It's just gotten worse, you guys. It's not even funny anymore, dude. No, I'm not just making it up or doing anything on purpose. It's really, that's how it is. Fucking mental. These idiots got on and they did nothing. They talk about how their life sucks. And they're getting millions of views. I'm not even kidding. I don't know if you guys might be younger than me, and you might, so like if you're in your 20s or something, you're not going to get the videos I get, but, and they're all titling them like "My Life Sucks" because they don't have $1 million retirement or whatever, and they're paying bills. Like, dude, welcome to hell. Where you been for the last, 30 years, 20 years? When the rest of us have suffered. They're 60 years old now, and I still have a mortgage. I'm never gonna retire. It's all of my videos on my feed, and all their titles are the same. All these random people, and they're getting 60,000 views. My life sucks. And then they're just telling the story, and it shows like a picture of them on the title screen, like of like a fake tear with AI coming down their face or whatever. You know what they're doing is they're getting a bunch of other 60-year-old people to click on it, 50, 60-year-old people that feel the same way. Well, maybe you should have made that maybe they should have thought about that when they were destroying our whole lives and throwing all of our futures out the window. And now we should all feel bad for them too. They literally voted for the last 20 presidents and how many congressmen and all the laws. They're the ones that wrote all the laws. We didn't write them. All their constituents that are their age. And we should all feel bad for them now because they're never going to be able to retire after they've polluted the whole earth. They've polluted the world. Literally. We should all feel bad for them. Boo-hoo. Oh, I got laid off. I should have listened to my parents. I should have invested. It's just... So not only did they all make way more money and have way more opportunities than you guys will ever have, right? Now we should all feel bad for them. They didn't have enough opportunities. Now we should feel bad for them because they didn't seize the opportunities they had that we never had. It's just laughable. I know you can't see nothing. I never even seen this much smoke before going up at once. Maybe my lens will get destroyed now too. You know? I guess you kind of know you're doing something right when it happens, though. That's one thing I can't say. That's what it's supposed to look like when you're cooking stir fry. Well, you're supposed to have a you're supposed to have a fan going. I'm serious, you guys. Keep your eyes open. Hey. Keep your eyes open. You're going to see them videos everywhere now that I said that. Oh, poor me, poor me, poor me. That's all it is. Poor me. What about all of us? What about everybody that's what? I'd say 20 to 40 years old. What about them? Nobody cares about them. We should all care about these 50, 60-some-year-old people that I found out that they paid into Social Security and they're not going to... At least they had a chance to live in the 80s, 70s, and 80s, people. We're supposed to cry for them now. And then hopefully, what they're really going to do is they're going to try to make their chance. It'll probably work, too. What they're going to do is they got all of them get together and they don't really know how to use technology. Like, they're not going to be on TikTok, so it's probably going to work good for them. Now they're going to be able to use YouTube to its full potential because they'll watch each other's videos. I guess I can't hate. I can't hate on that. It's just I find it laughable that any of us should have to feel bad for people like that, you know? They had a whole opportunity in life, and just because they squandered it and didn't invest their money and blah, 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 we should all have to feel bad for them. They all worked at paper mills, and they all made over $1 million, and now we're all scrounging for the last little bit of fucking chump change out there, and now they're all crying. Because rent went up, and they didn't invest in a house, and blah, blah, blah. Anyway. I just told you straight up. I had a whole thing. I was going to try to make a joke out of it. You just seen that. You just seen that I've just destroyed the everything in the house here. I've made such a mess, you guys. The way I do it. Plastic's useless. Isn't it, you guys? Useless. You want that stuff all crispy like that? That's how you make good rice. If anything that comes out of this video, that's one thing that would come out of it. Get this baby on high. And that bottom stuff is where all the flavor is when you're making rice on the bottom of the pan. Nobody ever told me. Everybody cleans the pan and stuff. I was a hibachi chef, right? Nobody ever taught me how to cook rice until I got there properly. Burning rice, there's nothing wrong with burnt rice. That's exactly what you want. That's what gives it all its flavor, that crispiness. Obviously, I shouldn't say that you want it burnt, but basically, it starts popping around like that, you know? You get that soy sauce right in the middle there. Let it cook. You get some Crispies in there. Rice cake. See that? How it's kind of hard to twist over and you get them Crispies like that? You can hear it, I'm sure. You hear it popping? You hear that popping like that? That's how you make it. That's how you make fried rice. Oh, I completely made a mess, you know, of the kitchen. You would think after doing this for, 20 years, I wouldn't make this big of a mess, but I did. Better off salt and pepper in right here now. Little bit of salt. Remember we talked about this? Just a little. Yeah, people hate on the boomers, but even the 50s, 60s, 60s people, 60-year-olds, they're just as bad, you guys. They're just as bad. Come on, who we kidding? Same thing. They learn from their parents. Boo. Boo. That's what my buddy always does to me when I complain. My buddy Brandon, because he works 60 some hours a week. Anyway,